Hi, my name's Tim, though a lot of you might know me as Hole Dweller. Or maybe you know me from one of my darker projects, Bellkeeper. Or Spell of Unseeing. Or maybe even the Shenmue-inspired project Forklift Operator. Today I'm going to be kind of showing you how I build a song in layers. It's going to be a fast forward thing. I've already pre-written the song. It's only like a minute long, but you can kind of see how I build it in stages and how the final idea kind of all comes together. I'm not going to go super in depth on how to build instruments or even compositional techniques. I can do that in a future video if that's something you guys would be interested in. Just let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. Just let me know down in the comments and then I'll make note of it for future reference. So we will begin by showing each of the instruments that will be used to do this song. A lot of you might recognize the sound of these instruments from the Flies the Coop trilogy. I'm not going to be using all of the instruments from those albums, but I would say majority of them are here. Also, I'm not really going to show how I mix or all of the post-processing. This is just a glimpse into how I would build something or how an idea would develop. So let's begin by showing you the instruments that will be used in this song. Kind of how I build like a set of instruments for a Hole Dweller album. It's generally like I think of the way like an orchestra works, how everything needs its own tonality. So you'll have like strings, you'll have the plucked sound, you'll have obviously the bass, you'll have something that's brassy, more mid-heavy, you'll have woodwinds for top-line melodies. I generally build any dungeon synth I do with that kind of idea in mind. Generally, how I mix dungeon synth, everything is kind of mono, and so it's really important that each thing has its own character so that it cuts through. So you don't have to have 1,000 layers to make something sound epic. It just has to do with composition. You can also dig into the instruments themselves and add layers and octaves within the instrument, or even harmonies or counter melodies. Now that you've seen all the instruments, let's start building the song. I'm going to start with a simple idea, and then you're going to see it as I add layers. And at the end, you can hear the finished product, how it all comes together, and how the low end of the bass really ties it together. Now that you've seen all of the stages up to this point, let's do the finishing touch. Now you're going to see how useful bass is to really bring a mix and a song up. So check it out. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, argue, whatever you want to do in the comments. If you would like to see more videos like this, more in-depth on maybe compositional techniques, maybe more videos on zooming in on how I actually like to come up with stuff, or just mixing or how like an instrument is usually built or structured, let me know in the comments. And yeah, hopefully this is the beginning of a series that I'll do from here on out.